Building New with Kaitlin and Kyle. Brought to you by Eastbrook Homes.
We are back at Autumn Trails in Rockford. Last time we checked in on Kaitlin and Kyle's new home, the external structure was up. It was really starting to take shape. I can hardly wait to get inside and see what it looks like today. Finally, the sounds of summer in Michigan, wind in the leaves, beautiful bird song, and the reassuring hum of construction. That's progress you hear, and for Kaitlin and Kyle Sierzegas, it is music to their ears.
Better weather this time around.
Definitely.
Much better. This is what we hoped for. We've had some rain this week, but we still keep moving on regardless.
For this walkthrough with construction manager Caden Davis, Kaitlin and Kyle brought their dog Hazel. She's a frequent visitor to the build site with the hope she'll feel right at home when move-in day finally comes.
The point of today, we want to make sure that we're all set on the inside, behind the walls, before those walls actually go up. So we'll take a spin around the entire house and make sure we're all set before we begin drywall next week.
Moving inside, not a lot has changed visually, but there's been plenty happening behind the scenes to be sure Kaitlin and Kyle are handed over the keys to a home that meets code and will last them for a lifetime.
We've passed all of our inspections. We've gotten our building inspection. This portion of the build, the township's heavily involved. I have to pass electrical, plumbing, mechanical, a fireplace if there's one involved, and then I have to get a building inspection after that.
It's at that point the drywall can go up, leaving time for the mud to dry, and then paint.
Once that's complete, doors, trim, cabinets, the fun, characteristic portion of the build at that point. So awesome. We have an exciting, 3-4 weeks here. We're at the tail end of this not so much fun part, but probably in a month's time, you'll see our house really take shape.
Attention turns to the back and that fabulous view, like living in a treehouse.
Kyle and I were talking at the window last time. We could see all the way back, probably a few hundred yards, just in the few weeks since we've been here. That is pretty full, pretty thick stuff. So great lot for sure.
Hazel's playing it cool, but Kaitlin said she's going to be excited to have her own yard. Kyle said they're all excited about that.
Camera shy.
Couple other exciting additions to take note of. The bathtubs are in and the Heatilator gas fireplace insert in the family room.
People think of gas fireplaces and immediate heat doesn't come to mind, but these units are pretty great at what they do. You'll be able to turn on this fireplace, and if you only want just the flame to be on without the blower, you can have that option as well. If you turn on that blower, it emits a pretty good amount of heat at that point.
Downstairs, another fabulous family space and plenty of room to stretch out. Not a lot to see this visit, but again, a chance to imagine the lifestyle that comes with 2 generous levels of living space. If the weather cooperates and they don't run into any supply complications, Kaitlin and Kyle will be enjoying movie nights down here in no time. In fact, they just got the exciting news their completion date has been moved up to early August. Since when do you hear about getting into a new home ahead of schedule? Welcome news, to be sure.